Hey everyone! Thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My name is Fatima and today we are going to be doing this really pretty, sparkly, purplish pink half-cut crease eye. I feel like this is a perfect eyeshadow look for Valentine's Day, or if you just kind of want to add some color. I'm really in love with it. I kind of winged it as we went along, so I really like how it turned out. And yeah, if you want to find out how I created this look, go ahead and just keep watching. Okay, so before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my face because my skin has been really dry. To moisturize, I'm going to be using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer, which I absolutely love. If you haven't tried it out already, I really recommend. I pretty much love all of the Glow Recipes products, so yeah, I really recommend anything, but to start off with my eyebrows first, just because, I don't know, it's just what I feel like doing. So to do my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow pencil, or brow brush. Used to have its number on it, but it doesn't, so I don't know what number it is, but I do know it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's got the brow brush on one side and then the spoolie on the other, which I like. It just kind of saves space. And for my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I am in the shade Ash Brown. So I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. This is like one of my favorite concealers to use on my eyelids. I also use it on my face occasionally, but I just prefer it for my lids to kind of have as like a base for my eyeshadow. I just feel like it's really like tacky. Like it's got this like stickiness to it. Like, I don't know, it doesn't dry super fast, but when it does dry, it's like sticky, which is what I prefer to do my eyeshadow. So yeah. Carve out my brows, I'm going to be taking this MAC 212 brush, which is like flat. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. I don't really know what type of eyeshadow I'm doing today. I just know that I kind of want to do like the more purplish pink eyeshadow just because it's February, love is in the air, and why not? So for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using two different palettes. This one's the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, and this one has just more of the like purple shades, and then as well as the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsession, or am I saying that right? Mauve Obsessions palette. I'm gonna start off using this Luxie 249 brush. So it's like a double-ended brush. It's got a nice tapered blending brush on one side, and then it's got a flat brush on the other side for more of the like shimmery colors. So I'm going to be using the tapered blending side first, and I'm going to just go ahead and take this nice light pink shade at the very bottom of the palette, and I'm going to kind of use this as like my base shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap into there, get a good amount on the brush, tap off the excess. And I'm going to start at my crease and just kind of pack this shade on. Once I have it packed on, I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly blend that out using the same brush. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same shade again, pack some on the brush, tap off the excess, and then go back into that crease and darken up my crease with this same shade. Alright, moving on, I am going to be using the same brush, same side, and I'm going to be just taking this, it's basically like the next shade darker in the palette on the top corner, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get some product on my brush, tap off the excess, and go back into this crease with the darker color. So next I'm going to be taking a different brush. I'm going to be using another brush that I got in Etsy. It's called the Elizabeth Mott Blending Brush. I don't know if you guys could see that. And it's just another tapered blending brush. And I'm going to be taking this nice dark plum color. Okay, and I'm just going to be getting some product on the brush. Definitely tap this out because it's a darker shade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the very end of my eyelid. I'm just going to start there, just kind of test out the color. Alright, and then I'm just going to bring it into my crease. So start at the end and then bring it in. Now that I have that color in the areas that I want, I'm going to go ahead and take that brush, that first brush that we were using with the pinks on it, and I'm just gonna lightly blend this darker plum color into the other shades. Now the reason that I'm not using the same brush, this plum brush, the brush that I used to apply the darker purple, to blend it into the other colors, is because it's a darker shade. And if you use the darker shade brush to blend it into a lighter shade, it's gonna basically like overpower the lighter shades, and then you're not gonna be able to see it. So it's very important that when you're blending in a dark shade into a light color, that you use either a clean brush or the brush for the lighter color. If that made sense. I know that sounded really confusing, but... And just kind of repeat the process until it's about as dark as you'd like it to be. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use the next palette because I feel like I want something a lot darker than this purple shade that we just used. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Mauve Obsessions palette, and I'm just gonna start, even though this is the darker shade, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this lighter burgundy shade. And the brush that we used to apply the plum shadow, I'm gonna be taking that same brush. I'm just gonna lightly tap it get some powder, tap it off, and then I'm just going to again start the very end of my eye, very edge. Yeah. And let's just stay there for now. Just keep packing on the shadow until it's about as dark as you want it to be. Just kind of staying at the end of your eye. Okay. And then I'm going to take that first brush with the pinks on there and just lightly blend that in. Yeah. Okay, and then using the brush that already has that darker shadow on there, just kind of drag it into your crease lightly. Repeat the process. Next, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. To do that, I'm again going to just be taking the NARS Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm going to just apply some on the back of my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to be taking a flat concealer brush, just like that. I'm going to get concealer on my brush. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a half crease. So I'm not gonna drag it all the way to the end of my lid. I'm just gonna drag it to about here. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that kind of burgundy, dark reddish color, well, dark pink, and just apply it to the edge of my eye again. Just like that, just to kind of darken the edge. And then I'm going to go into that dark plum with the same brush. And just kind of go right over that. Just to give it that nice blended look that we want to keep. So I'm going to take the Amethyst Obsessions palette and I'm just going to take this shimmer color right there. I'm going to use my MAC, I want to say 239 brush. Like this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get some of that shiny pink shade. I don't know if you can see. And I'm just going to lightly, oh, that was very pink. Also take this darker purple shade in the middle, same brush, and just apply it where it kind of blends in. Next, I'm going to be using my Stila Cosmetics Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. I'm gonna go ahead and just start by dragging it in the middle. So I'm also going to take the same, well, a different shade of the liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Perlina. Nope, you can't see. Okay, and I'm just going to, this is more like a silvery whitish shade. And I'm just going to lightly add that. And then I'm going to take that dark, or the brush we used for all the dark shades, and I'm going to go back into this dark burgundy and just kind of reapply it at the edge of my eyelid just to kind of define that darker color. Okay, and that is the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back. And I'm going to go ahead now and apply some mascara and then do my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash. For lashes today, I am going to be using the Tarteist Pro Vegan Lashes in Center of Attention. They look like this. I am going to be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation and concealer. My foundation is in the shade 210 and my concealer is in the shade 185. Before I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and just prime my face using my Tatcha water cream. Gonna apply my concealer now, and when I apply my concealer, I'm also gonna use this as an opportunity to kind of clean up my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take that concealer brush again. I'm gonna grab some of the product, kind of blend it in, and then basically just like drag it to kind of clean up my shadow. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face using my Fenty Beauty Matchstick sticks in the shade Mocha. Blend that out. I'm going to be using my MAC 139S. Ooh, I don't know what it's called, but it looks like this. Set my face using the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I use the shade Translucent Extra Coverage because apparently this comes in other shades, I don't know. And to set my face, I'm just going to use this generic makeup sponge that I picked up at Sally Beauty Supply. While this sets, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to add some shadow to under my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use the Amethyst Obsessions palette again. I'm going to take just like a angled flat brush. Oh, this is called the Luxie 239 Precision Shader. It used to be white at the very tip, but I used purple shadow and it kind of stained. So, yeah. So I'm just going to take the dark shade up here, or like the second to darkest shade up here, and I'm just gonna kind of drag what is already under my eye. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Infinite Sand. To bronze today, I'm going to be using my Too Faced, bright. Okay. My Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade Light Medium Matte. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and add some blush. For blush today, I'm going to be using my NARS blush in the shade Deep Throat, which, interesting shade name. But it's a very beautiful, shimmery pink peachish color. For highlight, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Super Shock Cheese. The ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some clear brow gel to my brows just to kind of keep everything in place and to kind of clean it off a bit. Okay, for lips today, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with this NYX lip liner. It's in the shade Ever. And then I'm going to add some NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. I'm going to set my face with some setting spray. I use the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and I like to use the oil control one because, again, I do get oily. Here we have it. Okay guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below on what you think. Would you wear this look out? Or would you kind of just do it for fun? Please let me know. If you have any suggestions for my next video, please also go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you so much for checking out my channel. See you guys later. Bye.